Hello everyone, Etta here. I am here to do empties again, and like last time, I'm going to do a video specifically for Scentsy, and then I'm going to do another one for vendor because my vendor stash is kind of big and my Scentsy stash is pretty small. But I'm going to go through the empties for Scentsy, and at the end I'm going to give you my viewpoint, my thoughts on the holiday bricks for 2022. I did warm them at least once, so I can at least give you the thoughts that I had on it, and that's basically what it is, just my thoughts. So I'm going to jump on in and start with a brick that I finished. I am still concentrating heavily on vendor because I'm really trying to get through all of my 2021 wax as much as I possibly can. I'm actually doing some 2022 wax also, but I'm trying to, as much as I can, incorporate the 2021 wax where I can. So I'm not concentrating as much on Scentsy. So I finished. I had enough to do in my bedroom and bathroom. I finished Pink Poinsettia. I like this one. I don't really feel like it's that much of a fall winter kind of scent. I feel like more of a springtime kind of scent, but I enjoy this one. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I have another brick. I think so. One down, and I think one to go. This is the only Scentsy that I think I'm gonna show you a vendor at the same time, and that's because I did them together, and I did them in my bedroom. So between my bedroom, my closet, and my bathroom, I did, and so that I wouldn't forget that I had done them together, I kind of put the Scentsy clam inside the vendor bag. So I did, wow, and pulling it out, all I can smell is eucalyptus. I did the Bring Back My Bar of Eucalyptus, which came out a couple of years ago. And the vendor one I did is from The Pharmacist's Daughter. It's called Casanova. And this one was from November of 21. And it is Black Sea, Patchouli Rain, Eucalyptus, and Thyme. So between the two, eucalyptus. And wow, the amount of eucalyptus that's coming off the two of these together. It was really good. I enjoyed it. My room smelled like, not quite like Vicks, but that kind of vibe all day and evening. So that was really, really nice. I did finally warm my bar of Hocus Pocus Sanderson Sisters Perfectly Wicked. I like it. So if you tend to like scents that I like, you might like it if you haven't tried it yet. I really enjoyed it. Part of me thought it was going to be maybe kind of sweet or something. Not really. I don't know what other people have said about it. I haven't really had time to watch too many videos lately. But I remember thinking as I would walk, I did it in the dining room. So if I'm coming from the sunroom, I got to go through the dining room to, let's say, go to the half bath, right? So, or to go into the kitchen, to make myself something to drink. Every time I would walk through, I really enjoyed the scent, but I kind of got this vibe that I wouldn't say that it was the scent Tobacco and Bay, but it was almost like this hint of a tobacco scent. So I didn't know if maybe that was supposed to be like the scent of the fire with the cauldron, and the potions that would be in the cauldron, but I liked it. It was different. It wasn't just a sweet thing. It wasn't like, let's say, a manly or anything like that. It was this combination, and that little scent that almost to me kind of translated as like a tobacco scent. I thought it was good. It didn't have like a distinct tobacco scent, but that was the vibe that I got from it, and I truly enjoyed it. So I would definitely, in fact, it's in my club and it's going to go ahead and stay in there for a little bit longer. I did a bar of pink rhubarb sugar. And I know I did this in combination with some vendor, but I can't remember what it was. And it smells really sweet and fruity in the shell, in the clam shell. But I don't know that I got a strong enough throw from it. And I don't know that I have any more. If I do, then I'll use it and enjoy it. I may save it for like the spring. But if I don't have any more, it didn't leave a big enough impression on me to feel like, oh no, I'm not going to have it. It's like, okay, I warmed it. I enjoyed it. I'm done. This one I'm actually doing today in the dining room? Yes, dining room. I am doing Very Peri Pumpkin. And I've got it in the 2 curve warmers that are in the dining room. And then I put 2 cubes in the Vina warmer on one end and the vendor warmer that's on the other end. And then in the Yankee, I put half of a like skeleton face from Britta's Creepy Treasures, and I put the other half of that thing in the Yankee that's in the kitchen. And then in the kitchen, I used pumpkin creamer from Sassy Girl Aroma, just trying to get the whole pumpkin scent going, and then I did some more pumpkin kind of stuff in the sunroom, and it's just been a good pumpkin kind of day here. So I enjoyed that one. I did this one in the dining room also. I'm trying to remember. It might have been yesterday or the day before. I can't really remember. I kind of want to say yesterday. And it was Cozy Vanilla and Pumpkin, which I don't remember this being in the catalog, so my thought is maybe it was in the Harvest collection. If it came in and it was new and I knew I wanted to try it, I went ahead and threw it in my little trolley of wax that I wanted to warm. So, it was okay. I wasn't super crazy about it. I thought it was okay. Again, I'm not generally a pumpkin person. I'm more team apples, but some pumpkins I've been enjoying. This one was one that I was like, yeah, take it or leave it kind of thing. What I will say is, I've said before, like the curve warmers, they turn off at night, and then in the morning when I get up, I'll take the dishes and I'll walk over to the garbage can with a popsicle stick. I'll score it down the middle and kind of just pry it up, and it always just comes out and, really easy. When I went to do the first dish with this Cozy Vanilla and Pumpkin, it almost acted like vendor wax does sometimes, where it almost didn't want to come out of the dish. And I thought, no. You're Scentsy. You're supposed to come out easy with the popsicle stick. The second one came out much easier, but the first one, and I think it's the some of the wax that has like spices and maybe even vanilla, they tend to leave like almost like a brown film on the dish, and sometimes kind of sticky. And I think this particular one might have done that to the point where the wax itself was kind of sticking to the dish. So that can aggravate me sometimes. I don't care that it turns it a little brown, or the dish is black, so you can't even see it. But when it leaves that kind of sticky film, then I feel like, okay, I got to take it to the bathroom, get a cotton swab with alcohol, clean it off, get all that stickiness off, and then start over. So for that reason, also, I don't know about Cozy Vanilla and Pumpkin for me. A little too much maintenance for me. All right, this is one that I mentioned in my last one that I had used with some other stuff. I think I had 3 pieces left, and I was like, you know what? I just need to finish it. And I think I used them in here. And that was from the Jelly Belly collection of Toasted Marshmallow. A very, very nice scent. It's kind of old, obviously, but even old, it's, discolored the clam, but no ookiness or anything like that. This was, of the Jelly Belly collection, this one was my favorite. So Toasted Marshmallow. I did this one up on the landing, and I think I split it between 2 different days. I know I mixed it once with apple s'mores. I think it was apple s'mores. No. Maybe it was Hemingway. No, it was something that had some apple in it. I think it was Hemingway. So anyways, I did a bar called Rustic Lodge, which was a Bring Back My Bar from a while back. Very kind of almost like the name implies, like a rustic lodge. Very outdoorsy, woodsman kind of scent. Nice. And I think it did well. I think it was Hemingway, kind of, that apple, just adding a little apple to it. It did well. It does well on the landing. It throws well. This is another one that I did on the landing, and wow, I think I had it up there for 3 days. I think 3 days. This is one that I would not do in a small area. This is one that is probably like a 9 or a 10, maybe a 9, and throws really well. It's strong scent. It's called Redwood and Cedar. It was from a Bring Back My Bar quite a few years ago. Perfectly clean looking clam. But this is really strong and very long lasting. And it's a nice, again, not something you would do in the spring or summer or anything like that. But it does well in the fall and on the landing, where it's going to fill a large area. And like I said, I think it lasted 3 days. I went ahead and did another clam. I had this one in my last Empties from the International Wax Collection, Pacific Sandalwood. Since last time, I felt like I didn't get enough from it. I did another one, and I might have done it in the room above the garage, because since I didn't really get much in my bedroom, I thought, well, let me just use it in there. I did a clam, the Harry Potter Hufflepuff. Obviously, I did this one while I was doing something else. I don't remember what it was. This isn't one that I would normally do by itself. Like, I would have done it by itself in the curve warmer, but I probably had some other vendor, maybe pumpkin kind of scents going to kind of enhance the whole feeling of what I was smelling. This one, why can't I remember it? I think I did some in the bathroom. I think I did it all in the bathroom. I think I did it over 2 different warmings. I would have, since I have a Yankee in the bathroom now in the half bath, I would have done 4 cubes. And then the next time I did it, I did 4 cubes again. And that was from the vitamin collection, the Vitamin M Meditate. It smells good. It smells kind of tranquil. It's not in my club. It didn't make that big of an impression on me in the bathroom. So, I mean, it was okay. It did okay. But, yeah, no, it was one of those, I got to experience it. That was good. And one of my favorites, I did a clam of Jack's Obsession. I think I did this one when I must have pulled something else out and I wanted something apple, and I used this. I did this one on a day that my husband would be at work during the day, and he wouldn't be here to smell this one because he has said before he doesn't enjoy it. He doesn't like it. And that was Blueberry Pancakes, which I think was in one of the recent Bring Back My Bars. And I'm glad it's not in my club because, I don't know, I kind of enjoyed it more the first time I ever did it when I had one a long time ago. But yeah, no, not wasn't my thing either. It didn't bother me to the point of I needed to change it, but it wasn't something that I thought, oh, I wish that was in my club. I was like, all right, time to move on. And then the last one for my Empties is one that I picked up a long time ago. I think I picked it up at like a vendor show, and I bought it from somebody, I think. And then I might have gotten more in like in a flash sale or something like that. This is from the Crystal Collection. I don't even know how long ago this was from. And it's called Green Calcite. And I think my sister liked this one. I think I gave her a couple of bars. And I remember her telling me that on coal sniff, it smelled like a number 2 pencil. And I had to smell it again, and I thought, oh my gosh, it does. It smells like a number 2 pencil. And I think ever since then, I was like, well, I don't know about that then. And so this one got done in the room above the garage. Like, well, I still have a couple more, and they're probably all going to get warmed in the room above the garage. So that was it for the empties. So now I'm going to give you my humble opinion on the 2022 holiday bricks. Take it for what it is, just my opinion based on my sniffer and what I like and don't like. So I'm going to start with the one that I liked the least. The one that I liked the least was Frosted Petals. I don't have the scent descriptions with me or anything. I didn't get ready for all that. So I did do, I cut 2 different cubes. I think I did some in the mudroom. I did some in here. I think the other cube I might have cut to send like a piece to my sister so she could try it and stuff like that. I did not like this. I like floral. I tend to like floral, a lot of florals. I did not like this. This was a scent that if this was the room I used to work for my job, if I had my computer in here and worked, I would have had to take the computer out, or I would have had to take the wax out. I did not like it. It's got that super, what I would consider almost like super sweet with almost a tartness to the floral. I'm going to try. I'm going to give it another try. I'm going to try it on the landing. This may be kind of like I didn't like, oh goodness, what's the name of that scent? Can't think of it. But like inhale, exhale, and whatever this other one that I can't think of is. I like to do those on the landing because that's where I find that it smells good. The way that the scent gets thrown, it kind of dissipates it a little bit, and maybe that's what this is. This room is too small for the intensity of this floral, and I did not enjoy it at all. So that was my least favorite. Then the next 2 are almost like tied for, let's say, the middle, because the top are tied also. So in the middle, which I think a lot of people may be surprised because there's a lot of people who love these scents. Yeah, no. Maraschino sugar cookie and caramel chestnut. Now, in terms of if I had to say which one do I like less than the other, at this point, I like maraschino sugar cookie less than caramel chestnut. And I say that because I don't think caramel chestnut has had enough time maybe to cure. I wasn't getting very much strength from it. Coal sniff, it smells good. I just didn't get enough throw to really have a good opinion about it. So therefore, like, if it doesn't really do much for me, then yeah, no, I'm not really going to like it. But moving to maraschino sugar cookie, I did quite a bit. It's not like I just did one little cube. I got through some of it. This is one that, now that I know I don't like it, maybe it has more of a mental effect when I smell it on coal. But when I smell it on coal, I tend to think, wow, this is really good. I love cherry scents. So I thought, okay, if as long as the strength of the scent is good, I'm probably going to love it, right? Because sugar cookie, I'm thinking, well, maybe not because of a bakery, but the maraschino part should do wonders for it, and I'll probably love it. And when I smelled it on cold, I thought, wow, this is really, really good. It smells really, really good. I put it in the warmer. I did it in the dining room. And within 15 minutes, I was in here, because it was one of those mornings when I had gotten up like at 4 in the morning. And I was in here and I was kind of just drinking my coffee and watching a little YouTube. And I said, oh, let me go get a refill of some coffee. And I walked out, and as soon as I got to the edge of that little hallway to turn into the dining room, I thought, oh gosh, like, what the heck is that, right? And I just kind of blew it off, like, okay, maybe it's just me. Maybe, I don't know. And I kept thinking there was a sour note, right? Not like it's a tart cherry, which a maraschino cherry tends to be sweet. So, but it wasn't coming across as tart. It was coming across as sour. And I just did not like that. And so I thought, okay, I'm going to give it a try on another day. We're going to see, maybe. And I think actually the next time I tried it, I actually mixed it with the caramel chestnut, thinking caramel chestnut's going to improve the scent and maybe get rid of that sourness. Well, together, I had to take the dishes off the warmer, let them harden, and change the wax. I could not stand it. Again, it was sour. Like, everybody's nose is different. Some people think it smells wonderful, and I really wish I would have been one of those people. I really wanted to be one of those people. But for me, it came across as a very sour note. And I would put it in the category of, not that it smells like it, but the other scent that people just flock to, that they love, that they rave about, is sweet plum pastry. It even has the word sweet in it. To me, sweet plum pastry has a sour note. And I cannot stand it for that reason, because it comes across as this very sour. I don't mind like tart, like a cranberry that can be a little tart or something. It was sour. I'm sorry I keep going off on that, but I was very disappointed that I didn't like it. And then tied kind of for first place for me were the two Icicles and Evergreen and Winter's Eve. And between these two, I'd have a really hard time picking which is my favorite. I had never tried Icicles and Evergreen, and I know it's in the catalog, but I don't know. A lot of tree scents will come out, and I'm very hesitant on some trees. I don't want to get a strong pine scent. I don't like pine in the tree scents. It comes off very astringent to me, and I don't like that. So I was afraid of Icicles and Evergreens, so I didn't even bother to pick it up last year. And I hadn't picked it up this year, and then I was like, well, it's in the brick. I'm gonna give it a try. And it's beautiful. I think it's really, really nice. There may be the ever so slight kind of like pine note to it, but the evergreen and whatever the icicles part is in this really balance the scent to where it's a very pretty kind of Christmas tree, not necessarily Christmas, but winter tree, and some kind of like, I guess like fruit is what I get. It's just very, very, very pretty. I like it. I enjoyed it, and I'm going to enjoy this one for the rest of the winter time. So I'm looking forward to Icicles and Evergreen. And then Winter's Eve. I really enjoyed this one. I probably would have liked it personally. I probably would have liked it to have been just a tinge stronger, just a little bit. And then one other slight difference that I would have liked to have seen. I love manly scents. You know that about me if you've watched my videos. Love manly scents. I felt like this one just had a little too much. Just a little bit. There's obviously got some tree pictures on there. You see some tree stuff. And I know that there's bergamot in the notes. And bergamot can come off as kind of like a manly, because they use it, I guess, in colognes and stuff. It was almost like they almost like the hand slipped just a little bit on the bergamot. The scent is still beautiful. I love it. I think it's really, really nice. But this is one where I actually would have liked to have gotten just a little more tree out of it and a little less manly. But it is beautiful. And then on warm, maybe it'll get stronger. Like maybe it's another one that kind of needs a little cure time, and maybe then it'll be at a strength that I really, really, really like. I would say it was a strong medium at least. I'm not going to say it was weak, but I would have liked it just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit stronger. And again, tiny, tiny bit less of the manly cologne kind of scent and a little bit more tree. But I actually kind of surprised myself. I really thought, I wasn't sure about Winter's Eve. I kind of thought I probably would like that, but I kind of thought they would be at the bottom of my list, and instead they were at the top of my list. So Winter's Eve and Icicles and Evergreen are my favorites, and the Frosted Petals didn't like, and then Maraschino Sugar Cookie didn't like, and Caramel Chestnut more in the middle, I guess. Not quite as low as Maraschino Sugar Cookie. I'm going to give that one another try. Hopefully it will improve. Hopefully it'll be a scent that after it sits for another month or so will give me a great performance and I'll love it. So we'll see. Anyways, I hope that you enjoyed. That is my empties and my thoughts on the 2022 holiday bricks. So I'm going to stop the video so that I can do the other one for the vendor empties. And so until next time, enjoy your scents, enjoy your day, and enjoy your journey. Talk to you later. Bye.